Lancer Soccer is on the air. WOKR Channel 13 is proud to present tonight's North American Soccer League game live via satellite from San Diego, California, between the Rochester Lancers and the San Diego Sockers. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Budweiser.
The King of Beers presents the King of Sports. So now sit back and enjoy soccer at its best. Brought to you by Budweiser.
And by the RT French Company, the Rochester-based company that makes French's mustard, the kind that outsells all the others combined. French's mustard, spread a little sunshine. And by Chase Pitkin Home Centers, where you'll find everything for in and around your home. And at Chase Pitkin, the quality is always higher than the price. And by Mr. Steak, America's steak expert in Greece, Henrietta, and Arundequoit. Mr. Steak for a fancy restaurant dinner without the fancy price.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rochester Lancer Soccer. I'm Rod DeFrance, along with Jack Palvino, and we're here to bring you the opening game for the Lancers against the San Diego Sockers. And Jack, usually when a team comes to San Diego, they have to worry about the heat. I don't think they're going to have to worry about that tonight.
Ron, I think our Lancers have scored a moral victory already. We have brought Rochester weather to Southern California. It's 55 degrees at the moment. We're looking for Charlie Schiano's overcoat to keep warm. And you're not missing much weather-wise by not being here tonight.
But it's a great night for soccer, and it's a great night for the players. A lot of new players, and we're going to have that starting lineup for you right after these messages.
When do you say Budweiser whenever the moment is right for a great beer?
Hey, Chicago, the Windy City, birthplace of one of Budweiser's best customers, and you better believe that's me. It's also the home of lots of other folks who really like a great beer.
When do you say Budweiser?
28 minutes and 4 stops from now.
As soon as this goes down and I get across.
On the weekend when we go camping.
When do you say Budweiser?
That's 4:30 quitting time. When I get thirsty. Hey, when the Cubs win. And when they don't. And the Sox.
When do you say Budweiser?
After barking about 90 degrees all day.
Or when you say Budweiser?
Let me hear you say it, people.
Budweiser.
You have said it all.
Quite simply, we feel there are 4 steps to beautiful hair. Shampoo, protein remoisturizer for conditioning, finishing rinse to seal and protect, and of course, a marvelous cut. We call it Sassoon. I'm Vidal Sassoon, and if you don't look good, we don't look good.
Introducing Premium Saltines, now in new plastic bags. Only Premium Saltines have 4 reclosable plastic bags to keep the dampness out, the crunch in. The last cracker will taste as fresh as the first. Premium Saltines keeps the dampness out, the crunch in. Premium Saltines, now in 4 reclosable Keep Fresh bags. New from Nabisco.
For our Rochester Lancers tonight, in goal, this is the end of a 5-year dream for Jim May as he gets his first start after being on the bench for 5 years, looking sharp. On defense, Don Draghi, Miralem Fazlik, Nick Mijanovic, Jim Polahan. At midfield, Harry Palmieri and Josef Horvath, the 75 Football of the Year from Hungary, Hugo Nicolini. At forwards, Ibrahim Silva, Mike Stojanovic, and Francesco Bellata. For our opponents, in goal, Alan Mayer. From the Sockers, on defense, Brian Joy. Laszlo Harshieni, the teammate of Horvath over in Hungary. Peter Nober, a 6'5 giant, and Peter Leckerman. At midfield, John Newsom, Jan Vanderveen, and Julia Bay. And at forwards, It's Peter Anderson, who had 3 goals against Vancouver in their win there last week, Jerry Ingram, and Gene Wilrich.
Okay, Jack, and in just 1 minute, we'll be back with our opening kickoff.
And now News Brief, brought to you by Security Trust.
Dr. Martin Luther King Sr., the father of the late civil rights leader, arrived at the airport tonight. He'll take part in the service tomorrow at a local church. During a brief stop at the airport, he reflected on the work of his son. He said Martin would not be pleased with the thrust of the black movement today. The Rochester Safe Energy Alliance opened a campaign today to halt construction of Rochester Gas and Electric Sterling Nuclear Power Plant. Now this. Home to you means home to us. I'm Dick DeMecco, and that's News Brief.
Win at the Buy a Car for Less game at Dick Eyed Pontiac Honda. Just $27.95 for a '78 Grand Prix plus your $1,500 trade.
Back at San Diego Stadium, Rod DeFrance along with Jack Palvino. We're all set for the opening kickoff between the Lancers and the San Diego Sockers. And the game is underway. The Lancers kick off. As Jack mentioned, the same defense back again. Don Draghi, Miriam Foslich, Nick Mijanovic, and Jim Polahan. That's Mijanovic passing it down. San Diego coming back. And the Lancers get it back to May. May gets it out to Polahan, and the Lancers back on the attack. Long pass down to Bellotta. Lancers setting it up. Mijanovic back. Over to Palmieri. Broken up. Here's Polahan. And broken up once again by the Sockers. Lancers get the ball back, but and the Sockers have possession once again. The big men to watch for on the San Diego team, Gene Wilrich. He's number 15. It's going to be Jim Polahan's job to cover him. Headed away by Polahan. Here's Horvath. Pass behind Horvath. And San Diego breaks it up and brings it back. Here's Wilrich with a shot over the crossbar. That was the first shot, and just over the crossbar. May gets it out to Draghi, and Draghi brings it back. Long pass, but a little bit too far. And San Diego gets it back to their goalie, Alan Mayer.
Alan Mayer is a goalie who had the team going last year with a 9-3 record before he was injured, Ron. When he went out, so did their winning season as they finished below 500.
Broken away nicely by Horvath. And it's over the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick. San Diego with a very tall team. Laszlo Harciani is 6'3". Peter Nover, 6'5". Corner kick, San Diego. There it is, too far over. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick, Lancers.
One of the problems with such a tall team is that Coach Popovich thinks he won't be able to go with the long passing game, but he'll have to go with the short, low stuff. He just can't get over them.
San Diego with a very big team. Here's Woolrich passing it inside. And it goes over the goal line. 41-15 left in the first half. And we'll be right back. There's still no score.
Here they come again.
When do you say Budweiser? Whenever the moment is right for a great beer. When do you say Budweiser? Whenever the good times are moving to right here. After the work is done, while you're still having fun, anytime's the right time to say it. When do you say Budweiser? Bud's the beer for any time at all.
And now the champion Budweiser Clydesdales head for home. Proud of another day's work and the many friends they've made. It's a time for feeling good about a job well done. And just like it's been for almost half a century, with the men who manage these mighty horses, it's time for the smooth taste of the king of beers.
When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
Back at San Diego Stadium, you didn't miss anything. Mike Stoyanovich with a long shot. Get a save by Ellen Mayer. Mayer gets it out, and San Diego back on the attack.
I'd like to remind everyone, Ron, of course, our Lancers will be home in May, and the office is being manned tonight. 232-2420. Call now, order your tickets for the home game. And you can pick up a free Lancer t-shirt with every 10-pack you order. Sandy Waterman, Bob Conn, Harold Dorsey are all up there waiting for your call. 232-2420.
Offside. San Diego moving left to right. Lancers moving from your right to your left. The Lancers in the dark uniform. They're traveling blues. And San Diego in the yellow. Lancers on the attack now. This is Balata. And it's broken up by San Diego. Lancers playing zone defense. 4-3-3. Draghi, Foslich, Mijatovic, and Callahan. A whole new midfield for the Lancers this year. Palmieri, Horvath, and Nicolini. Balata, another new face in the Lancer lineup. And it'll be another throw-in. Foul against Rochester. Pushing. And Joy will kick it. Broken up by May. Ooh, kept in nicely by Silva.
I thought that was out.
Yeah, it was out of bounds. There'll be another throw in San Diego. Lancers back on the attack. That's Horvath. Horvath gets it around to Stoyanovich. Stoyanovich moving around left wing. Stoyanovich going in. And it's broken up nicely. Broken up by Vanderveen, the captain of the San Diego team. That's Horvath. Callahan has it kicked away. San Diego gets it over the mid-stripe. Here is Silva. Balata breaking down the right side. Silva moving in. Silva. Lancers still on the attack. And Mayer makes a save. San Diego coming back. As we mentioned, San Diego with a very tall team. But the Lancers have a tall team this year. Here goes. Breaking in. Score!
No, the referee has
no goal.
Called a foul.
No goal. Goal has been disallowed. That was Peter Anderson.
Anderson called for some pushing. This foul again against the Sockers.
This time a foul against the Sockers for pushing. The goal was disallowed for holding. That was Anderson that took the shot. Now this is Horvath. Free kick for the Lancers. It'll be a direct kick. And headed away. Headed away by Hashani.
Corner kick, Rochester.
36 minutes left in the first half. No score, Lancers and the Sockers.
Ibrahim Silva taking the kick.
It's a corner kick for the Lancers. Silva gives the signal. And it's headed away. And there's a shot, and it's broken up. Stojanovic.
Stojanovic's shot blocked.
Now the referee is referee called offsides. San Diego has the ball. This is Vanderveer. He's the quarterback of the team and the captain of the team. Gets it back to Vanderveer. Vanderveer over to Wilrich. Broken up nicely by Polahan. Polahan will be on Wilrich at all times. Wherever Wilrich goes, that's where Polahan will be. Sockers throw in. Broken up by Polahan. Here's Horvath. Counter attack by San Diego into the danger zone. Setting it up.
B.
And they get it back to the center.
Ingram chases the ball. Goal kick.
It'll be a goal kick, Lancers. 34 minutes left in the first half. Still no score. We'll be right back right after this.
This is steak and jumbo mushrooms, the kind you'd expect at a fancy restaurant. The steak, naturally aged USDA choice. The mushrooms, accented with tangy cheddar. You can get the same steak and jumbo mushrooms topped with cheese sauce at a Mr. Steak restaurant. Only at Mr. Steak, you get the fancy restaurant dinner without the fancy price. Mr. Steak is America's steak expert.
Mr. Steak also features many steak and seafood combinations.
Daddy, isn't there anything fun to do today?
And Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth. It will thrill you and tempt you, startle you and surprise you. The most spectacular entertainment sensation you'll ever experience.
Coming to the Rochester War Memorial April 12th through April 16th for 10 spectacular performances.
Back at San Diego Stadium, still no score. The Lancers against the San Diego Sockers. The Lancers opening game of the 1978 season. Lancers now on the attack. Down to Balata. Balata down the right wing. Passes it inside to Silva. Silva going in. And his shot is high.
Shot by number 11, Ibrahim Silva.
Ibrahim Silva could not get the shot down. Beautiful opportunity by the Lancers. Balata passed it inside to Silva. Silva wide open.
Well, a couple years ago,
about
Ron,
18 yards out.
Yes, had the same kind of an opener, and Rochester Lancers came through with a 3-2 win over San Diego, and they're going to try to do it again tonight.
San Diego's been a troubled team. They started off in Baltimore. They came here to San Diego, didn't work things out. Went to Las Vegas last year, and now they're back here. Here's Anderson moving in. A nice save in there. Kicked away by Mijatovic. Here's Balata. Headed away nicely by Hashani.
Beautiful header.
Hashani played with Horvath 2 years ago. That's Peter Nova getting it away, but here's Silva. Silva moves in, he shoots. And a nice save by Mayer.
Ticket number GA 013054.
San Diego back on the attack again. San Diego moving from left to right there in the yellow or the lighter uniforms. Here's John Newsom over in the corner. Broken up nicely by Draghi. Mijanovic gets it over to Draghi. And Draghi gets it out of the way. It'll be a corner kick for the Sockers. So we mentioned the Sockers are the very tall team. And they would have the advantage on these corner kicks. A lot of height, 6'5", Peter Nova. Harshiani, 6'3". Here's the kick. And kicked away by Draghi. There was a foul inside. A pushing foul against San Diego. So the Lancers will get the free kick. This is Mijanovic. Gets it over to Horvath. There's Horvath. And it's San Diego. Here's Ingram. Outside to Musin. Back to Muser. And it's over the line.
A well-worked play, though, Ron. Similar to the give-and-go in basketball. They're moving without the ball very well, and the experience shows they've had a couple more games league type than we've had.
This is the Lancers opening game. San Diego, of course, has had a couple of games. They had an exhibition game against the Mexican national team, and they opened up against Vancouver with a 4-1 victory. 29-32 left in the first half. Still no score. There's a whistle. There's a timeout by the referee. He's officials timeout. All right, 29-26 left in the first half, and we're going to pause. Still no score.
How do you spell relief?
When I get acid indigestion, I spell relief, R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
For heartburn? R-O-L-A-I-D-S. Rolaids spells relief. In this test with Rolaids active ingredient, laboratory acid changes color to prove Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. How do you spell relief?
For gas, I spell it R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief.
San Diego Stadium, Ron DeFrance along with Jack Palvino. Still no score. Lancers and Sockers. 28-44 left in the first half.
Ron, I'm afraid there's bad news for the Lancers.
We have a man down over in the corner. Horvath is down. Play continues. He's still down over in the corner. And he looks like he's in a lot of pain. But play goes on. The Sockers have the ball now. Horvath is getting up. But play continues. Joe Suriani down there tending to Horvath. So the Lancers playing one down right at the moment. Offsides. Nice play by May. Came right out. Nice play by May.
Offsides called against Peter Anderson.
Offsides was against Anderson. Horvath seems to be okay.
Horvath's moving quite easily, and it looks as though it's not too serious, Ron, and that's good news. He's back in.
Okay, he's back in the field. That's good. That's good. He made a nice rush while we're during that last message you saw, and it was a nice tackle by San Diego. That was Harshiani getting it back to Mayer. Mayer over the left side with Joy. San Diego now on the attack. Inside of Vanderveen. Outside to Leckerman. Leckerman in the danger zone. Broke it up nicely by Polahan. And it'll be a throw in Lancers. 27:03 left in the first half. Still no score. Dragan Popovich considers San Diego one of the top 3 teams in the league this year. Lancers with a very fast team and a tall team, but not as tall as the Lancers. Not as tall as San Diego. That was Mijanovic breaking that up. It'll be a corner kick for San Diego.
Lancers in a 4-3-3 defense tonight for the most part, something they used on the road primarily last year.
And the Lancers regain possession. That's Balata. Balata with a lot of room, moving down the right side. Here's Stojanovic. Stojanovic going after the ball, and it's kicked away. Broken up nicely by Peter Leckerman. It'll be a goal kick, Lancers.
Another foul against Rochester for pushing. It'll be a free kick to the Sockers.
Okay, a foul against the Lancers, against Stojanovic for kicking, and it's broken up by Balata. But Stojanovic is offside. He's got to get back. He's back on sides. Over to Stojanovic. Stojanovic inside. It's a little bit too far, though. Silva couldn't get back. And Mayer has it. Mayer gets it out to Leckerman. And San Diego now in the attack. Leckerman over to Nova. Nova headed away nicely by Nick Mijanovic. So it'll be a throw in San Diego. 25-16 left in the first half. Here's the throw in. That's Woolrich.
Tripping call against number 12 for Rochester. It will be a free kick for the Sockers.
Okay, free kick for the Sockers. A tripping call against the Lancers.
Are on page 34 in your kick magazine.
It'll be number 22,
also,
Julie
check
V.
the scoreboard, our second winner tonight of a prize from Dow Sound City. The seat number is
This will be a direct kick, Jack.
27. And that winner wins an ICP portable cassette recorder valued at $29.95. John Newsom.
That's Palmieri covering Newsom. Keeps it in. But Draghi has it, and the Lancers back.
Draghi with the ball for Rochester.
Broken up by Newsom. There'll be a throw in Lancers. Foslich. Foslich very coolly gets it over to Draghi. Draghi has possession. Being checked in there by Woolrich.
Check your tickets.
And it's going to be a throw in San Diego. 23-56 left in the first half. Still no score.
Dow Sound City valued at $29.95.
Throw in for San Diego.
SF 4027.
A reminder, Ron, the tickets are on sale right now at the Lancer office, 232-2420. Marianne and Dick Kraft and Jerry Epstein are waiting for your call for your season Lancer tickets.
Okay, either the season tickets or the 10-pack, of course. We'll be explaining that during halftime. Here's May coming out, makes a save. And he shovels it out to Palmieri. Palmieri over to Silva. Silva over the center line. And it's kicked out by San Diego, Van der Veen. It'll be a throw in Lancers. And it'll be Draghi throwing it in. Long pass down to Balata. Gets through his legs. Balata in the corner. Balata big and strong. Still in bounds. Here's Palmieri inside. That's Horvath with a header. And it'll be a go kick for San Diego.
Okay, there's no score here at San Diego Stadium. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hello there. I'm the French's mustard maker, and I'd like you to meet my son.
I'm everybody's son.
But not when it comes to mustard. There's only one sunshine mustard, French's.
True.
French's is the sunshine mustard.
Because its bright, sunny flavor livens up the taste of any good food.
And whenever there's fun and sun, there's bound to be French's mustard.
What a bright thing to say.
Spread the sunshine, taste the French's all around.
French's, we make your life delicious.
Come visit our world. Here, more than 3 million miles of telephone lines link your world with the rest of the world. Here, sophisticated telephone systems help area businesses operate more efficiently, from busy banks to a great university, all relying on our planning, equipment, service, our professionalism. We're Rochester Telephone, keeping you in touch with your world.
Ron, while we were away, we had one of the most exciting sequences in goal, and we have a replay of that right now.
Well, Jim May made a couple of nice saves in there.
Number 9.
And it was probably the biggest threat by San Diego in the game so far. But Jimmy May was right there to make the save. And the Lancers have it now. This is Bellata.
Number 9 for Rochester.
And it's out of bounds. Over the crossbar. Hits the net on the outside. It'll be a goal kick for San Diego.
Have to say that Jim May certainly looks sharp tonight. His reaction
so far.
is very quick.
San Diego on the attack now. Over the center line. Lot of space. This is Newsom. Newsom. And May makes a save. That was one of his easier saves.
Jim May.
Okay, this is Horvath on the attack now. Horvath. Oh, there's going to be a foul on that. Silva went down. Pushing foul against San Diego. It'll be a free kick for the Lancers. No score. 19:54 left in the first half. Lancers opening game of the 1978 season. Down on the right wing, this is Bellata. And it'll be a throw in Lancers. Kicked away by Brian Joy. It'll be Draghi with the throw-in. Draghi back out to Foslich. Foslich into the danger zone. Foslich inside, and it's broken up. San Diego back in the attack now. Long pass. Broken up by Mijatovic. I think Mijatovic read that all the way.
He had it, especially in that zone defense, as you see them falling back as the ball came downfield. Anywhere in the 35-yard line area is given up by the defense.
Okay. This is Woolrich. And it'll be a goal kick, Lancers. Woolrich, I think, was complaining he got fouled, but everything was A-okay. All right. May out to Foslich. Foslich will bring it down.
You must figure if you can put it in from 35 yards out, go ahead, right?
San Diego on the attack now. San Diego moving in. This is V. And it's knocked away by Draghi. Held in bounds. Not quite. Jim Polahan tried to keep it in. It'll be a throw in San Diego. This is Leckerman. Leckerman over to Van der Veen. And it'll be an indirect free kick. Indirect free kick for the Sockers. This is Van der Veen. Broken up nicely by Mijatovic. Headed away. There's a foul called somewhere in the bunch.
Holding called against the Sockers.
All right, holding against the Sockers. Lancers on the attack now. This is Silva. Silva. Broken up nicely by V. Lancers setting up. Ooh, kicked away nicely by Nover. Nice play by Nover.
Very close.
That was on its way. On its way to Palmarias as he's breaking in. And Stojanovic was right next to him. This is Woolrich. Woolrich, the playmaker. Gets it back outside to Leckerman. This is V. And whoop. May comes out, makes a save. Another beautiful save.
I thought Jim was going to pick up some matching stitches on that
He
one.
plays with reckless abandonment.
Has stitches on his left cheek from a skirmish and a scrimmage.
Earlier this week, Tuesday night. Got a kick in the face. He ended up with about 5 stitches. Jimmy says no problem. Everything's all right. Okay, Lancers back on the attack now. This is Horvath. Horvath has it broken away. Trying to get it over to Silva. And it'll be a throw-in for the Lancers. There's 16-17 left in the first half. Still no score. Lancers throwing. And it's out of bounds over the touchline. It'll be another throw-in quickly. San Diego gets it in. Peter Leckerman. This is Van der Veen. Van der Veen has it broken up nicely by Nicolini.
Our games being played tonight in the North American Soccer League, and we'll keep you up to date with them as we get them in.
Here's Horvath. Horvath with the ball. Gets it over to Balata. Balata over to Stojanovic. Offsides. Stojanovic was just a little bit offsides. The closest man to him was Leckerman. But there has to be 2 men between the offensive man and the goal. That includes the goalie.
1 man in the goal.
Goal line, then the ball, the moment the ball is played. Unless he is in his own half of the field.
Julie V. Lancers back into their zone now. Setting it up. This is Van der Veen. Van der Veen.
Ball direct from a goal kick, corner kick, throw in, or when it was dropped by the referee. Offside then called against San Diego. There were not 2 men between the San Diego player and the goal line when the ball was played.
Our PA announcer has just finished a 5-minute dissertation on what an offside is.
Timeout by referee Henry Landauer. Peter Anderson gets a caution for ungentlemanly conduct. You're required to be 10 yards off the ball.
A yellow card has been issued to Peter Anderson. 1 more yellow card, and that means that he'll be sitting out the rest of the game. 2 yellow cards, and you're out of the game. 1 red card, you're automatically out just for the 1 card. Okay, Lancers back on the attack now. This is Horvath. Gets it back to Palahan. Palahan over the Nicolini. Nicolini. Oops, a little bit behind Draghi. Lancers setting it up. Draghi inside. The Horvath. Leckerman gets it away.
Free kick to the Sockers. Once again, if you'll check the scoreboard and check your ticket.
Peter Anderson, number 9 for the San Diego Sockers, scored 3 goals in his last game. He scored 1 tonight, but it didn't count because of the offsides. It was broken up nicely by Nicolini. Lancers coming back now. Counter attack. This is Silva with the ball. Silva gets it over, tried to get it to Stojanovic. And San Diego regains possession. San Diego in the attack. This is Nover all the way in. Nover now goes back. Inside. Broken up by Draghi. And Foslich takes over.
I think
Mr.
Draghi
Cool.
may have gotten away with one there, Ron.
Well, it all evens out, I guess.
Subtle shove.
Here's San Diego. Nice give and go. Coming around the right wing. Inside. And it's broken up nicely by Draghi. San Diego still with the ball. And there's a whistle.
Tripping foul called on number 14 for Rochester.
Harry Palmieri.
It'll be a direct free kick for San Diego. The foul on Palmieri. Palmieri's telling the referee that it really wasn't that bad.
Score directly from the free kick. It's given for any of 9 major fouls, such as kicking, tripping, holding, a handball.
All right, the Lancers set up the wall. It'll be a direct kick. A direct kick, you can shoot right to the goal. It doesn't have to touch another offensive player, whereas in an indirect kick, it does. So the Lancers will set the wall up right in front of the kicker. Referee motions him to get back just a little bit. Yes. Now there's a timeout now. Well, yellow card to somebody.
And the caution now being given to Rochester's number 14.
Palmieri got the yellow card.
For ungentlemanly conduct or delaying the game by not moving the wall 10
All
yards.
right, the referee wanted to move the wall back, and they didn't move it back, so Palmieri gets the yellow card. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lancers. All right, there's 12:05 left in the first half, and we'll be back. There's still no score.
The day is done.
Coming home.
It's time to let it go. It's the moment to unwind.
Welcome home.
So just say, bud.
Just say bud.
And pour the king of beers and settle back and please yourself. No matter what you do, no matter when or where, you know a glass of bud is like an easy chair. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
Welcome home. When you say Budweiser.
Welcome home.
Back at San Diego Stadium, Rod DeFrance along with Jack Palvino, the Lancers' opening game against the San Diego Sockers. There is still no score. 10:47 left in the first half.
Columnist Steve Bishop will host the Sockers
San Diego now in the attack.
here in the stadium, and the Sockers themselves.
And it's going to turn out to be a goal kick
The first 3,000 fans entering
for the
stadium
Lancers.
will receive soccer information booklets.
Jim May in goal for the Lancers on this opening game.
On hand as Wednesday, April 26th.
And May
Steve Bishop Soccer Seminar.
kicks it out.
And in addition, of course, the San Diego-Houston Hurricane soccer game.
San Diego now has the ball. And it'll be another goal kick. It'll be a corner kick. Out of bounds off the Lancers. So it'll be another corner kick for San Diego. San Diego's been called for a lot of fouls in these corner kicks, Jack. Long shot, way off to the left. That was Hashani.
They're attempting to hex us behind the Rochester goal. The San Diego bird, whatever it is.
Good way to
floating
keep
around the stands.
Good way to keep warm in this chilly night. Temperature in the low 50s here in San Diego. Good night for soccer. Good night for the players. 9:21 left in the first half. Still no score. Lancers have the ball now. It'll be a throw-in, Lancers.
Maybe a snowbird.
This is Don Draghi throwing it in. Gets it over to Horvath. Horvath, Footballer of the Year in Hungary in 1975. Played with Hashjani. Here's Palmieri. Palmieri over to Horvath. Horvath with a nice lead pass to Bellata. Bellata going down the left side. Back. Here's Silva with a shot over the crossbar.
Shot was by number 11, Ibrahim Silva.
That was a good attack by the Lancers. Broken up nicely by Nicolini. San Diego. San Diego still with possession. Nicolini. San Diego has it again.
Ingram.
There's a shot by Ingram, but it's off to the left of the net.
Corner kick.
It'll be another corner kick. Corner kick for San Diego. Lancers with the last to touch it.
Another winner from Dow Sound City with seat number section 8, row 7, and seat
Okay, and the
10.
corner kicks. The big man is Peter Nover, who is 6'5", and Horvath has the responsibility of covering him.
And this winner wins a Panasonic.
That was Gene Wildrich trying to get in.
Compact car stereo cassette.
Ball still in bounds. Stoyanovich races after it, but it finally goes out of bounds over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for San Diego. This is Leckerman. Leckerman over the center line. He gets it over to Anderson. Over to the left wing. San Diego setting it up. Centering pass. But Foslich is right there. He couldn't keep it in. Yes, he does keep it in. No, I heard a whistle. It did go out. Foslich is saying
Corner kick.
it'll be a corner kick. Lancers arguing, but to no avail. It'll be a corner kick for San Diego. 6:48 left in the first half. Still no score. Here's the corner kick. It's Anderson right down in the goal. Into Anderson. And May knocks it away. May punched the ball out. Nice save by May. Here's Stojanovic running down. Still has possession. Stojanovic. Inside to Silva. Broken away. Nice. Here's Silva on the left wing. Silva tried to get through, but he couldn't. Broken up by V. And San Diego comes back. This is Leckerman. Back to Leckerman. Silva on Leckerman. Lancers fall back into their zone. They're 4-3-3. Draghi, Foslich, Mijatovic, and Palahan on defense. Long pass inside. Over to V. Lancers come back now. This is Silva. Silva over to Balata. Balata moving in. Into the danger zone. He has Stojanovic in front of him. Silva over to the left. Goes over to Horvath. Horvath coming in on the left side. He centers, and it's broken up by San Diego. Lancers will regain possession. Here's Palahan coming in. Palahan over to Nicolini. Nicolini gets it over to Palmieri. Palmieri with a shot. A nice save by Mayer.
Fine save by Alan Mayer.
And it'll be a goal kick for San Diego.
He goes through 40 different superstitions, he says, before he starts a game. He'll give a prize to anyone who can name him, he says.
Takes him longer to go through the superstitions than it does to play the game. Don't forget the Lancer office open right now. You can order your season tickets or season 10 packs. All you have to do is call the Lancer office. And the number is
right now. They're on duty waiting for your call at 232-2420.
Offices are open all through the game. So if you like the information or whatever, just call the Lancer office. It's a tripping foul against San Diego. It'll be a direct kick. A direct kick. And San Diego will set up the wall. This is Stojanovic with the direct kick. Now the referee going over wants him to move back. And they do so. Referee blows his whistle. There's a short pass over to Silva. And Mayer comes out and makes the save. It was a pushing foul on that play. And here's San Diego coming back now. There's 3:51 left in the first half. Still no score. But at least coming back, the Lancers will have the better half of the field.
Yes, this is the same field used by every other sporting team here in San Diego, and the pitcher's mound is a definite hazard for a soccer player.
Pitcher's mound, and we have the dirt, the infield dirt, right in front of the goal. That's Mijatovic getting it out. Palmieri over to Silva. But it's broken up by Harjani. And that's Foslich getting it out. This is Peter Leckerman. Leckerman gets it over to V. V covered and knocked over the touchline by Palahan. There's still no score. 3 minutes left in the first half, and we'll be right back right after this.
Right now at Chase Pitkin, you'll receive a $1 a gallon rebate on any DuPont paint you buy at our special sale prices. Lucite interior wall paint is reduced to only $7.99, so the rebate brings your final cost to only $6.99 a gallon. And Lucite exterior house paint has been reduced $2 a gallon, so the $1 rebate makes your actual cost only $7.99. There is similar big savings on all DuPont paint, so shop the great rebate sale at Chase Pitkin, where the quality is always higher than the price.
Holman Chevrolet has done it again.
We've gotten together with the factory and negotiated a purchase of surplus Chevrolets, so now you can buy a 78 Chevy for less than ever before. Now there are well over 1,000 new cars and trucks in stock to choose from. There's no wait for delivery. And as always, our award-winning service department backs up every single deal. So don't wait. It's time to buy the car you want at the price you want to pay. It's Hallman's Factory Surplus Bonus Sale. It's more of what you need today.
Back to San Diego Stadium. There's 1:50 left in the first half. Still no score. Lancers against San Diego. San Diego on the attack, but broken up by the Lancers. This is Palahan. Palahan gets it over to Horvath and back to Palahan. Over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in. San Diego. 1:30. This is Hashiani. That's Horvath breaking it up. And San Diego still with possession. Indirect free kick. Here's Van der Veen inside. May came out. There was a big collision in front of the net. But at any rate, the Lancers have it. Here are the Lancers over the Bellata. Bellata gets it outside to Palmieri. Palmieri covered closely. San Diego covering very closely now. There's very little time left. Only 38 seconds left in the first half. San Diego. There's a break inside. And Anderson shot it wide to the right. Good break for the Lancers. Peter Anderson, who scored 3 goals against Vancouver in San Diego's opening 4-1 victory last week, had a wide open shot, but fortunately he kicked it wide right. It'll be a goal kick for the Lancers. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that should do it. There's the whistle. That's the end of the first half. And the score, Lancers nothing, San Diego nothing. And we'll be back with our halftime activities right after this.
When do you say Budweiser?
After we find 1 more mile an hour.
When do you say Budweiser?
Right now, or any time that's right for a cold beer is perfect for the smooth taste of the king of beers, Budweiser.
When you say Budweiser,
Here's to you, gentlemen.
you said it all.
One little change can make a big difference. Like a new hairstyle or a mouthwash. I changed to Listermint, and I feel great about me. I heard the tests prove it works even longer than Scope, so I tried it. And I believe Listermint really keeps my breath fresh and clean longer. And it tastes just as good as it works. Try Listermint yourself. Then, try it on a friend.
Get together with something better. Get Listermint.
Back at San Diego Stadium, we're at halftime. No score between the Lancers and San Diego. And I have with me here Lonesome Old Charlie, who is going to get a little medal for bravery for wearing his Lancer Mania shirt in this freezing cold.
What
Charles Shiano.
I do for the Rochester Lancers. Sometimes I just don't believe it. Mirko Sanovich, the coach of the Oakland Stoppers, went by and just waved and said, "I don't know how you're doing it, Charlie. I'm freezing out here. It's warmer in Rochester, Ron."
Charlie, before we go any further, let me just congratulate you on that fine award, the Man of the Year in Rochester, presented by the Rochester Salesmen's Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you.
How about the first half? How did you see it?
I thought that Jim May was really outstanding. He came out fearlessly and just with abandon, reckless abandon, as you said, and I thought he played a magnificent first half. I think that this is what Pop wants to do. Pop wants to get them coming heavy into the attack and then spring for the counterattack. Try and strike, get Mike Stoyanovich loose. And you saw, I thought, excellent first half on the defense. Foslick was beat a couple of times, but that happens. You know, he's just coming back. He hasn't played for 6 or 7 months. Jimmy May, superb. Horvath starting a little slow. I thought a great opportunity for a penalty for us to be called in our favor when he was tripped in the penalty area. I'm very proud of what the Lancers did so far. We're trying to contain their attack. They're a high-scoring team. We're containing their attack and looking for the counterattack. I think we're going to win this game. Things look very good out there. The team is very composed. They're not getting rushed. They're not getting excited. Nicolini is playing a very solid defense. Harry Palmieri looks very good. I like what I see out there. I really do.
Okay, Charlie, that's going out there in the field. Meanwhile, off the field, there's a lot of activity going on right now back at the Lancer office. We have the phones open right now for those wishing to purchase season tickets or the 10-pack. You have your Lancer Mania shirt on. I'm shivering with my coat on. I can imagine how you must feel.
Well,
but why don't you explain now, Charlie?
We have the Lancer office open so that folks may purchase their season tickets or their 10-packs. I'd like to explain that because everyone who buys a season ticket now in this next week will receive free one of these beautiful Lancer Mania t-shirts. That doesn't look beautiful on me, but they're beautiful. In any event, if you call now, you call the Lancer office at 232-2420, you can get your reserve ticket. Now, what's very important is that we have the application here. I just want everyone to see that we only have 5,000 season tickets, 5,000 reserve seats available. So if you don't get your reserve seats, with the crowds we had last year of 10, 12, 15, and 20,000, you will not have choice seating. It's important to buy your season ticket now. There are only 5,000 reserve seats, and they're going very fast. Now that's what we have.
Keep it steady, Charlie. We have
well,
a
I'm
post-up
shaking.
on it.
It's
Right?
very cold right out here, you know.
That's why I didn't touch it.
So you made me wear this. Now the other plan, of course, is our season 10-pack, which means that if you buy 10 tickets that can be used at 1 or 10 games or all at one game, it's a $50 value for $45. So we're suggesting you buy your 10-pack. You call the Lancer office at 232-2420. We have 5 telephones working. And get your reserve seat because I think we're going to have a great team this year. We're going to give the Cosmos a run for their money, and that Eastern Division is ours. I'm very excited about it, Ronnie. I really am.
So is the coach. The coach is very excited about this team. He calls it his best team since he's been coaching for the Lancers, and he's very optimistic.
Yep, I am too, and I'm getting pneumonia out here for the Lancers and for Popovich and for Dick Kraft back in the Lancer office. If you want one of these T-shirts, though, Ronnie, you've got to call 232-2420. You get a free T-shirt for buying a season ticket right now, and call that number, 232-2420, and we hope we can put a few goals in the back of the net the second half.
Okay, Charlie, thank you very much. We'll be back with more halftime activities right after these messages.
The Lancers score again. And you can score yourself this year with one of these super Lancer Mania t-shirts. Ron, where can I buy one?
Well, you can't buy one, Jack, but you can get one absolutely free by picking up a season ticket or a season 10-pack.
Where do I get the ticket?
You stop by the Lancer office, or better yet, call at 232-2420. If you stop by, it's the Wilder Building. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 2.
Follow the Rochester Lancers to the North American Soccer League title. Pick up your tickets right now. And this offer ends on April 20th.
We still the world. We've been together since way back when. And this year's gonna be a winner again. We are still the ones with something new. Still the ones that's gonna see you through. You're still having fun. 13's the word.
A few years up here. That's Division 6 playing down there from the CYSA, and that means that they're all under 8 years old.
Come on and taste the fancy way. Come on and have a fancy day. You're on the trail of something great. Today was made to celebrate. Come on and have a fancy day. Fancy generation. Have a fancy day.
Spring is new car time, and you can see them all at Greasetown Mall this Monday through Saturday, April 10th till April 15th, daily 10 a.m. till 9:30 p.m.
Gear up now during Sibley's Daisy Sale with these Hager slacks now on sale for just $14.99. Visa-woven polyester and treated for soil resistance. Slacks you'll wear to the links with this top-rated knit golf shirt at only $8.99. Or to the office with our latest short-sleeve dress shirt made just for Sibley's by Arrow for you. Regular button-down collar at only $8.99. All these and more at our Sibley's men's store. So hop on your bike or whatever and head for your nearest Sibley's while these bargains last during Sibley's Daisy Bonanza Sale now going on.
WOKR-TV, Channel 13, Rochester, New York.
You can pick up a beautiful full-color poster of the...
We're at halftime of our game here at San Diego Stadium between the Lancers and the San Diego Sockers. There is no score. And Charlie Schiano, you have a special message that you want to convey, right?
Thank you very much, Ron. I just want to wish Aunt Nat Moralia the best and get well soon. We hope to see the soccer game when we get home on against Houston Hurricanes on May 8th.
Okay, Charlie. Jack Palvino's down on the field with a couple of guests, and Jack, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Ron. We're down here at the home of the San Diego Chargers and the San Diego Padres on what truly is a magnificent physical plant with the president of our Rochester Lancers and my old friend from 1901 school days, Pat Dinalfo. Pat.
Well, it's really a pleasure to be here. This is a beautiful stadium, and there's a good crowd here tonight considering the weather, and it's just thrilling to be here, Jack.
It really
nice
is.
to have you and Ron here with us.
Well, it's really great. There are about 55,000 that could be here. I don't know what our attendance is, maybe between 10 and 15. We'll check that later.
Yeah, they haven't announced the official attendance yet.
What are the new things that the Lancers have planned this year, Pat?
Well, I think the most important thing that we want to stress, and of course this is one of the most the best years, we think the greatest year that the Lancers ever had. This year we put into effect the reserve seating system. I'm sure everybody knows about that and it's been talked about before. But we want to stress that all of our wonderful fans in Rochester who are generally used to sitting in those center sections should get their season tickets now. And we're asking you all and urging you all to call the Lancer office at 232-2420 and get your seat, because
and there are people there right now waiting.
Yes,
for their
our
call.
whole office staff is eagerly awaiting your call. Because if you want to sit in the center sections, you're going to have to get reserved seats and your season package.
And there are what, about 5,000 of those that'll be reserved?
That's correct. There are about 5,000 seats in the 3 center sections on each side of the field, and we want our fans to have the best seats. We want the people that have been most loyal to us to have it, and we felt that to ensure that they have this seat, that's the way they do it. And incidentally, Jack, they can charge this. You can call now. You can buy your season ticket, charge it on MasterCharge, Visa, or Bank Americard, and have the tickets mailed out to you immediately.
Well, we hope they do when we get back to sunny Rochester come May. Pat, we'd like to introduce a fellow who's been dying to get on here, Nori Zabuko. Nori, it's great to have you with us out here.
Jack, I'm from Rochester. I have been there 20 years, like our other owners. I'm a proud Rochesterian today, 3,000 miles away from home. We are representing the city here. Everybody hears our name. And I'm also very excited about our team. Papa, which calls it the machine. You have seen the first half, how good they were, and you are going to see a very interesting second half. I wish 20,000 of our fans are here cheering for us. We need them. We'll need them in our home games. Come to the games. It's your team. It's our team. Let's go for it.
Thank you, Nori, and you certainly are a big part of the success of the Rochester Lancers, in addition to the young people that you see playing behind us. That is the reason for the big optimism in soccer. And now we'll go back up top to Ron.
Thank you very much. We'll be back with our second half activity. There's still no score. Lancers nothing and San Diego nothing. And we'll be right back.
The day is done.
Coming home. Is that you?
Yeah.
Are you? You nuts.
How you doing?
Starving.
Oh, yeah? How about this? This.
Table for 2, right away.
And for the king of beers, and settle back.
Want my pickle?
Please yourself.
I've got everything I need right here.
Chef Messing for smokeless tobacco.
I love soccer, and I love tobacco, but I don't light up. I get my tobacco pleasure the smokeless way, and so can you. With mild Happy Days mint, Skoal with the fresh wintergreen flavor, and Copenhagen for straight tobacco taste. Just a little pinch between your cheek and gum is all it takes. The best part of going smokeless? It's really relaxing. Try some.
Back we are at San Diego Stadium. We're just about ready for the second half kickoff. Your first half statistics. Shots on goal, San Diego 9, Rochester 7. San Diego out shooting us by 2. Saves, all even, San Diego 3 and Rochester 3. Corner kicks, San Diego has 6 corner kicks to Rochester's 1. Fouls, all even, San Diego 11, Rochester 11. Offsides, San Diego 3 and Rochester 1. So far for Rochester, Palmieri has 1 yellow card, and for San Diego, Anderson also picked up a yellow card. Palmieri picked up his yellow card when San Diego had a direct kick, and he asked the line to move back, and they did not move back, so he gave the yellow kick for delay of game. As Charlie Schiano mentioned, Lancers playing a very strong game, especially on defense. Lancers with the same defense back as they had last year. Very experienced. They've been playing together for 3 years. Don Draghi, Miriam Foslich, Nick Mijatovic, and Jim Polahan. And Jim May playing an outstanding game in goal tonight. Jim May with 3 saves. And he has come out to make some very difficult saves during the game. We're just about ready to go. And of course the teams have changed. That was Alan Mayer for San Diego, and Jim May all set to go down in the Rochester cage. Don Draghi, and the second half is now underway. San Diego on the attack, moving from right to left in the light uniforms. Inside, headed away by Mijatovic. Here's Horvath. Horvath coming back. Long kick down, broken up by San Diego. Hashiani gets it inside and kicked away by Mijatovic. San Diego still with possession. That's Wilrich. Kicked away by Horvath. Horvath over to Palmieri. Palmieri with a long pass, headed away by big number 10, Peter Nover, 6'5". We have a substitution for San Diego. Franz Krothheisen for John Newsom. Okay, the Lancers on the attack, just outside the danger zone. Inside now, pass over to the left to Polahan, who's come in deep. Polahan from the corner, keeps it in bounds, but it's broken away, broken up by Hashiani. Here's San Diego with a 3-on-3. San Diego on the right wing. And broken up by the Lancers. Bellata coming back. Bellata over midfield. Bellata inside to Stojanovic. This is Silva. Silva, Rochester with a throw-in. Palmieri. Rochester picking up the attack now. Horvath. Horvath looking around. Passes it over to Bellata. Gets away from Bellata. And it goes over to Peter Leckerman. San Diego has it broken up by the Lancers. San Diego regains possession. Vanderveen inside. A little push there. It's pretty hard to push Bellata out of the way. Bellata still has possession. 2 men on Bellata, and he still gains possession. Over to Silva. Silva over to Stojanovic. And it's going to be offsides. Stojanovic was offsides. So San Diego is now on the attack. Vanderveen, the quarterback of the San Diego Sockers, Gets it outside to Peter Leckerman. Leckerman over to Wilrich. Here's Leckerman. And May comes up with the save on the short hop. Gets it out to Palmieri. Lancers coming back now. No score. 41-41 left in the game. Here's Horvath. Horvath down the left side. Horvath. Horvath still has possession. Horvath inside, outside of the cage. So it'll be a goal kick for San Diego. This is Vanderveen. Vanderveen over to V, and the Lancers have it once again. This is Palmieri. Palmieri over to Balata. Balata, he has 2 men on him. This is Stanovic. Stanovic down the right side. He heels it back. Gets it outside to Nicolini. Nicolini tried to get it to Silva. And Silva thought he was tripped, but the referee did not call anything. Here's San Diego on the attack, broken away by Nicolini. Here's Foslich. Foslich coming back. Foslich over to Balata. Balata. Balata, some good dribbling. Balata, 2 men hanging on him. Here's a shot by Silva. Nice save by Mayer. Nice shot and a nice save. Balata with 2 men hanging on him.
Good shot.
This is why Stanovic is going to be a lot more effective. Here's the replay, Jack. And there's the save by Mayer.
One left hand is what did it.
A nice save by Mayer. And the nice shot. It'll be a corner kick for the Lancers. The Lancers will set up their play. And Silva will give the signal. There's the kick. Outside to Stanovic. Headed in. And a save by Mayer.
Number 6, Hugo Nicolini, heading the ball to Al Mayer.
Here's San Diego coming back. Broken up by the Lancers. Palmieri. Palmieri over to Stanovic. Stanovic breaking in. He's on sides. Here's a shot by Stanovic and broken up by San Diego. And Lancers regain possession. Shot by Stanovic. Broken away by Mayer. Broken up by Mayer. Nice play by Horvath. Horvath gets around the defense. Horvath over in the corner. And there's a whistle.
Throw into San Diego.
It'll be a throw-in San Diego. It's a nice dribbling by both Balata and Horvath. And Dragan Popovich has to keep the ball down against this team. Cannot put the ball in the air. They have a very tall team. 6'3" Laszlo Harshnani and 6'5" Peter Nova. So Coach Popovich feels that in order to beat this team, he has to beat them on the ground. San Diego on the attack, and that's Horvath getting it into Jimmy May. It'll be a goal kick for Rochester. And Jimmy gets it out to Foslich. Foslich now moving up. Over to Palmieri. Palmieri over to Balata. Balata. Balata still with possession. Balata, 1 man hanging all over him. And over to Draghi. Now it's broken up by San Diego.
Mr. Balata looks like he could be a pulling guard in football very easily. He's a tough one.
Looks like he could be a bullfighter. Gets away from Mijanovic, but he gets it back to May. Jim gets it back to Mijanovic. Mijanovic over to Foslich. There's 37-32 left in the game. There is no score. Lancers and San Diego. Ride to France along with Jack Palvino from San Diego Stadium. There's Foslich. Gets it back to May. And the Lancers will have a goal kick. Here's Draghi. Draghi heels it back. Broken up by San Diego. But here's Foslich. Foslich moving in. Foslich into the danger zone. Foslich on the right side. Foslich over to Silva. Silva over to Stjanovic. Stjanovic inside. Pallotta. And kicked away by San Diego.
Remember, you can pick up your free Lancer t-shirt when you pick up your season ticket. Woo! Call 232-2420.
Well, Anderson scored. Anderson scored a goal earlier in the game, which was disallowed. He almost had another one there. And Jimmy May came out to deflect it just long enough. Here's Anderson again. Anderson gets free. Anderson moving in. Passes it over the left side, down the left wing. Here comes Krauthausen with a shot, and it's off left of the net. All right, 35-57 left in the game. And we'll be right back. Still no score.
Sycamores and open doors and oh, so easy going. We found a place to make our home where roots just won't stop growing. Home to you means home to us, dearest to me. Security trust.
Everyone's talking about Kodak's new Color Burst, the low-priced motorized instant camera that gives you what no other instant camera can. Bright, brilliant, bursting color by Kodak. I'll prove it. From bright whites to reds, greens, yellows, whatever. There's your proof. New Color Burst cameras. After all, isn't color the way to choose an instant camera? Smile. New from Kodak.
Back here at San Diego now with no score. And the number to call in Rochester is 232-2420 to order your season's tickets for your Lancer t-shirts. A win here tonight, and our Lancers could equal their total number of road wins all last year. So let's hope we can pull one out, Ron.
All right, Jack. Blanche is back on the attack now. Here's Silva and Stjanovic. Stjanovic gets it back to Silva. But the yellow shirts were there to break it up. And San Diego coming back. 34-20 left in the game. Still no score. Here's Horvath. Horvath to Stjanovic. Stjanovic hits around the left side. He has Horvath going down the middle. Stjanovic. Stjanovic breaking in. Shot deflected. And it'll be a goal kick. He passes it out. San Diego back in the attack now. Here's San Diego broken up now by Holohan. Over to Horvath. Back to Palmieri. Horvath down the left wing. Horvath inside to Stjanovic. He had to stay on sides. Okay, Silva with a nice move. He shoots just over the crossbar. Nice shot by Silva. Couple of good opportunities by the Lancers. It'll be a goal kick now for San Diego. Lancers putting the pressure on. San Diego moving from left to right in the light uniforms or the yellow. Lancers in the road blues. This is Van der Veen. Van der Veen over center. Van der Veen gets it inside to Wilrich. Here's Wilrich. Wilrich, and he has it kicked away nicely by Silva. Nice tackle by Silva. It'll be a throw-in for San Diego. Broken up by the Lancer defense.
Number 6, Laszlo Hashani.
Shani gets it back inside into the danger zone. Here's V. There's Foslich.
Cleared up in the air by Laszlo Foslich.
Kicked away by Mijanovic. Here's the Lancers breaking down on the counter attack. Tries to get it inside to Stjanovic. That was Silva. Offsides. Offsides.
Should mention at the end of tonight's game, we'll be picking the most valuable Lancer for Altier shoes, and he will receive a $40 gift certificate at the end of this telecast.
Okay, we'll be doing that for every game, Jack. All of our telecasts. This is the first of 6 telecasts from Channel 13 of Lancer road games. Here's Horvath moving in over to Stanovich. Stanovich over on the left side. Stanovich setting it up. Over to Balata. Balata back to Horvath. Horvath over to Balata. Balata. Stanovich all by himself. And he fanned. Here's Stanovich, still has it. And San Diego has possession. A good opportunity there for the Lancers. Here's a pass over in the right wing.
Josef Horvath was really incensed, felt he should have had a foul called as he was pushed and shoved pretty well, but none was called.
Here's Fazlic, the Iceman. Takes his time. Over to Draghi. Draghi to Palmieri. There's a nice lead pass. Over to Nicolini. Nicolini to Stojanovic. Stojanovic has just a little bit too far. He had Silva moving into the right. It led him just a little bit too much. 30-22 left in the game. And we'll be right back. Still no score.
The day is done.
Come in.
Chilly tonight. Looking good. To let it go. It's the moment to unwind.
Welcome home.
So just say bud.
Say bud.
And pour the king of beers and settle back and please yourself.
Hey, thanks.
How'd it go today?
So far, so good.
$29-39 left in the second half, left in the game. In regulation, of course, if there's no score after regulation, we will have a 15-minute sudden death overtime. 2 7.5-minute periods, which the teams will change sides. And if we still have no score, we will have our shootout.
Remember, operators are on duty right now. 232-2420. Give them a call and order your Lancer Seasons ticket, and you can pick up with that or a 10-pack a nice Lancer Mania t-shirt. Call Richard Vincenzi or Marianne or Dick Kraft or Jerry Epstein.
Shot by San Diego, went over the crossbar. Jim May jumped up just in case, but it was well over, and it'll be a corner kick for the Lancers. As we mentioned, at the end of the game, we will be picking the MVP of this game for the Rochester Lancers. We will be doing it on every game. The radio broadcast, of course, and it'll be ROC radio. You may have picked up that little comment from Councilman Charles Shiano, who's sitting to my right, calling Balata a bull. He is a big, big man. In fact, he was a bullfighter at one time. He used to wrestle bulls. He is a big man. You're going to see a lot of new faces from the Lancers this year. Balata and Horvath. In fact, our whole midfield. Palmieri and Nicolini. San Diego. Broken up by Palmieri. Here's Balata. Balata down the left side. Cuts to the middle. Feeds it off to Silva, just a little bit too far in front of Silva. Couldn't quite get to it. And here's San Diego coming back. And Nicolini breaks this one up. Nicolini over to Horvath. Horvath over the center line. And it'll be offsides. Stanovich breaking toward the corner, but he was well offsides. Remember, there must be 2 defensive players between the offensive player and the goal. That's the goalie and another player. And Stanovich was well ahead of the defenders.
receives the ball directly from a throw-in, corner kick, drop ball.
It'll be a corner kick for the Lancers. Mentioning that MVP award, Altiers will be awarding a $40 gift certificate to the outstanding Lancer player of this game. Here's Nicolini. Nicolini lobs it over. Broken away by San Diego. Here's Vanderveen. Vanderveen. Here's San Diego on the attack now. Broken up by Nicolini. Headed away, and it goes over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in for San Diego. This will be Wilrich with the throw-in. And a nice heel, but easily picked off by Jim May. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lancers. Here's Balata. Balata gets it over to Palmieri. Palmieri to Nicolini. Nicolini just does get it away. There's that giant to break it up. It was 6'3", Laszlo Harshiani. There's a foul on the Lancers. Oh. And it'll be a throw in Lancers. 25-13 left in the game. Still no score. Lancers in San Diego. Lancers opening game of the 1978 season. This is San Diego's second game. They won their opening game against Vancouver by a score of 4-1. Our next telecast date will be on April the 30th, when we will be playing in New England. That game time will be at 2 o'clock. In between time, the Lancers will have two games. Sunday, April 16th against Vancouver, and Saturday, April 22nd against Portland. And then the home opener, of course, against Houston on Sunday, May the 7th. And another reminder, if you'd like season tickets, the offices are open right now, or a 10-pack. And with a season ticket or a 10-pack, you'll also receive a Lancer Mania shirt.
232-2420.
All right, Jack. San Diego right out in front. There's a shot, broken up. Nicolini gets it back inside and kicked away by Mijatovic. San Diego regains possession, but here's Silva. Silva over to Stojanovic. Stojanovic behind Balata. San Diego coming back inside. That's Draghi. Draghi with a nice block. Now Shani still has it. Boslich. Holohan. Palmieri over to Silva. Silva back to Palmieri. Back to Silva. And broken up by San Diego. It'll be a Lancer throw-in. This is Draghi throwing it in. Over to Foslich. And the Lancers once again on the attack.
All the pressure seeming to be applied by the San Diego Sockers right now, and it seems to me after his fall in the first half that Joseph Horvath has slowed down just a bit.
He is perpetual motion. He is always moving, always moving. But if you'll notice, they have one man covering Horvath at all times. Here's San Diego back on the attack. That's Palmieri breaking it up. There's Balata. Here comes Foslich up. Foslich still has possession. Foslich over to Balata. Balata over to Silva. Silva down the right wing. He has Balata breaking in. He has Stojanovic out in front of him. Over to Balata. Balata tries to get it around, but doesn't quite make it. And that was
Jan Vanderveen down for the San Diego Sockers.
Well, Vanderveen's their captain, key player. There's timeout on the field for an injured player. And with that timeout, 22:15 left in the game. Still no score. We'll be right back.
Okay, everybody, stay back. Hey, that liquid stuff could be dangerous. What else can I do? Go solid. What? New Zip. It's a solid idea. Zip? What's that? It's a safe and solid way to start a fire. It's a solid, so there's no danger of spilled kerosene. Just chip off a couple of cubes, mix them in with the charcoal, and zip. The fire starts. Want some? If you don't mind. Thanks for the tip about Zip.
New Zip, a solid idea.
Welcome to the House of Dollinger, a house where high prices on automobiles are not allowed. The good Count Ralph Dollinger hates high prices on Pontiacs, Chryslers, Plymouths, American Motors, Jeep, and GMC trucks. If you're tired of getting batted around by the other car dealers, come to the Count in Brockport. Ralph Dollinger, he puts the bite on high prices.
He'll make you a car deal you can really sink your teeth into.
Jan Vanderveen's up and about. He really took a mean shot right in the nose from his own man on a head-on pass from about 10 feet.
Okay. There's Horvath now. Horvath moving very nicely. He was injured earlier in the game, but he's moving pretty good now, Jack. That was a drop ball start, so we're back underway again. Pass inside, but the yellow shirts are there to break it up once again. And there's a foul. That was a kicking foul. And here's Balata now. Balata moving in. Balata getting set. Balata outside. Well, that's broken up once again by San Diego. San Diego back on the attack. We have the official attendance, Jack.
Just announced 6,422, a rather disappointing crowd. I'm sure the weather had quite a bit to do with it.
It's a very cool night here. As we mentioned at the beginning of the show, the temperature in the 50s. There's another foul. Another kicking foul. And Peter Nover, kicking foul on Nover. But San Diego has it back now. San Diego into the danger zone now. On the left wing. Here's Woolrich with a shot way high and into the stands. Jimmy May playing outstanding in goal tonight. All the Lancers. Lancer defense. 20:39 left in the game. Remember, if it's tied at the end of regulation, we'll have the sudden death overtime, 2 7.5-minute periods. And then if it's still scoreless, we will go into the shootout. It'll be a Lancer throw-in. Niccolini. Yeah, San Diego has it now. Now they're discussing it. We'll have to wait and see what the decision is.
232-2420 is the number to call while we're waiting for your Lancer season ticket and free Lancer Mania t-shirt.
That was a foul against the Lancers. Throw in San Diego. Inside. Leg out. Leg out. Nice save by Jimmy. That was close. Okay, Lancers back on the attack now. Here's Balata. Balata gets around the man. Balata still moving. Balata with a nice pass to Stjanovic, but it's broken up by San Diego. And San Diego comes back now. This is Woolrich. Woolrich down the left side. Another foul against the Lancers. Kicking foul. That was against Niccolini. It'll be in indirect kick. 18:47 left in the game. It is scoreless. Here's Leckerman. Leckerman in the corner. Leckerman working it around inside. Backed away by Foslich. San Diego with a shot way wide in the right. That's a foul against San Diego. All right, there's 18:24 left in the game. Still scoreless. And we'll be right back right after this.
When do you say Budweiser?
After we find 1 more mile an hour.
When do you say Budweiser?
Right now, or any time that's right for a cold beer is perfect for the smooth taste of the king of beers, Budweiser.
When you say Budweiser,
Here's to you, gentlemen.
you said it all.
All goose eggs on the scoreboard so far. 17:42 left in the game. San Diego has it. Brings it up over the center line. Nice lead pass. Boslich. Boslich gets it out.
The Iceman.
Very cool. He had to hustle a little bit on that one. As did Mijanovic. Mijanovic the stopper, Boslich the sweeper. There's the pass inside. Broken up by Nicolini. Here's Bellotta all by himself. Bellotta with a lot of room. Bellotta still dribbling down. Bellotta into Stanovic. And it's broken up by San Diego once again. Marciani. Marciani, 6'3", big man. Here's Woolrich. Woolrich down with a shot. Boslich breaks it up. Here's Palmieri. And it's a foul against Woolrich. And the Lancers on the attack now. Here's Draghi. Over to Bellotta. Overlap by the defense. Here's Silva. Silva's going to be called. Holding against Silva. Well, San Diego coming back now. San Diego setting it up. There's a broken up by Draghi, and there's a foul whistle. It'll be an indirect free kick. Striking. Indirect free kick. Which means that it has to touch another offensive player before it goes in. And there's punched away nicely by May. May gets it over to Bellotta. Bellotta with a lot of room in front of him. Bellotta racing down the left side over the center line. Passes it inside, but there's nobody there except yellow shirts. And San Diego coming back now on the counter attack. Nice give and go. And that's a handball. The referee for tonight's game is Henry Landauer. Landauer was involved in the game we had against Seattle last season, that you may recall. Some call it the massacre. Here's Palmieri. Palmieri over to Horvath. Horvath looking around, gets it over to Stanovic. Broken up by San Diego defense. San Diego coming back now. There's 14:40 left in the game. Still no score. Don't forget the Lancers opening game will be May 7th against Houston. You still have plenty of time to get your season tickets. And you have time to pick up your 10-pack. You get a Lancer Mania shirt with the purchase of a 10-pack or a season ticket. All you have to do is call the Lancer phone number. They're manning the phones right now, right at this moment.
232-2420 is the magic number, Ron. As the Lancers try to mount an attack, their offense has not been pressuring.
There's a foul against San Diego.
Tripping called on Franz Krauthausen of the Sockers.
That's a tripping foul against Krauthausen. Krauthausen was a late replacement. San Diego coming back now. There's the foul. And here's the Lancers breaking it up. And it's going to be a throw in Lancers. That's Palahan throwing it in. Here's Bellotta again. Bellotta getting around. Bellotta moving in. Bellotta with a lot of room now. Bellotta over to Stanovich. Back over to Horvath. Horvath over in the left wing. Horvath with a centering pass. It was broken up by Mayer.
Alan Mayer.
We had a couple of blue shirts right around him at the time. There's San Diego coming back. That was a nice pass by Horvath. Headed away by Mijanovic. And Palahan gets it away. Nice pass over to Silva by Bellotta. Silva moving down. Stojanovic out in front of him. Here's Stojanovic breaking away. Silva still has the ball. Silva moves in. He shoots. That's wide. Wide right. 12:27 left in the game. Still no score, and we'll be right back with more Lancer soccer right after this.
This is steak and jumbo mushrooms, the kind you'd expect at a fancy restaurant. The steak, naturally aged USDA choice. The mushrooms, accented with tangy cheddar. You can get the same steak and jumbo mushrooms topped with cheese sauce at a Mr. Steak restaurant. Only at Mr. Steak, you get the fancy restaurant dinner without the fancy price. Mr. Steak is America's steak expert.
Open 7 days a week in Greece, Henrietta, and Arundequoit.
It's different, it stands alone. Crush has a taste that's all its own. All the freshest taste you've ever known. Crush has a taste that's all its own.
Thirsty for something different? Try something different. Like refreshing, lightly carbonated Orange Crush.
Crush has a taste that's all its own.
11:16 left in the game. Still no score. The Lancers opening game of the 1978 soccer season against the San Diego Sockers here at San Diego Stadium. Lancers back on the attack. Here's Bellotta. Had a lot of action today. Nice move by Bellotta. And there's another whistle. It's a foul on San Diego. And the referee.
It's like a kicking call, Ron. And I think if I had to vote for the most valuable Lancer right now, it would have to be Bellotta.
He is playing some game right now. Some outstanding game. He is a big, big man. To be able to wrestle bulls, you have to be pretty big. Here's Horvath. Oh, nice save by Mayer. Draghi was right in there, but Mayer took it away. And a nice save. San Diego coming back. Fans getting restless now. It's getting late in the game. Only 10 minutes left. There's Bellotta coming back in. There's Horvath kicking it away. And we have a whistle. There's Bellotta. He has been doing an awful lot of running tonight.
Number 17, Franz Krauthausen, for retaliation after the foul was called.
Retaliation.
So the Sockers will get the free kick. And Franz Krauthausen.
A retaliation call's been made after the penalty, and here we have the kick, Ron. Fine save by Jim May.
There's the Lancers coming back now. Here's Stojanovic. Stojanovic with a nice move. Gets around the defender. Stojanovic with a long centering kick, and it's picked off there by Mayer. Didn't really have anybody inside there. Here's Bellotta with the ball again. Bellotta. Nice lead pass to Silva. Silva moves in. Silva with a pass inside. Here's Stojanovic. Stojanovic turns around, but he's covered nicely by the big, tall defense of San Diego. There's Nicolini. Nicolini gets it to Palmieri. Back to Nicolini. Nicolini over to Bellata. Bellata, who has played an outstanding game so far. Bellata moving around. Bellata with 2 men on him once again. Kept in by San Diego. And San Diego coming back now. Over center. Out to left wing. Woolrich. And offsides. Offsides against the Sockers. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lancers. There's Foslich. Gets it over to Polahan. Polahan. Nice lead pass over to Horvath. Horvath down the left wing. Horvath falls down, slips. And looks like he might be hurt.
Ooh. Ibrahim Silva, no foul called, but something happened.
Okay, they play on. There's San Diego. Inside, offsides. Well, it was offsides. There's anybody around him. 7:40 left in the game.
Mike Stoyanovich going over to see what the problem with Ibrahim is.
Timeout has been called.
The number to call is 232-2420 for your Lancers season ticket. And you can see Stoley complaining about the fact that no foul was called, yet he was on the ground. It looked like a trip to me from here.
Once again, consult your tickets, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Bellata. That's Horvath. That second time he's been injured in a game, Jack.
Oh, I thought, excuse me, that is Horvath.
Yeah. And it may have been the same injury, too. He had to make a quick cut. He may have a tender ankle. He's up now, and he's walking around. Footballer of the Year in 1975. Playing with his home team in Hungary.
Down on the field again is number 8, Joseph Horvath.
So Horvath is trotting it off, walking it off, putting some pressure on it. Looks like he's going to be all right. Time has been stopped by the referee. And when play resumes, and it does, it'll be a Lancer goal kick. No score, 7:23. Remember, if we're still tied at the end of regulation, we'll go into a sudden death overtime. 7.5 minutes. There's Foslich to come in. There's a foul against.
Foul called on Rochester.
Must have been called on Silva. Holding against Silva. San Diego with the ball. Nice pass. There's Woolrich. Woolrich with a shot. Jim May has come up with a couple of tremendous saves tonight. Here it is again, Jack. Watch this save. Sure-handed save. Cuddles it in so he makes sure he doesn't drop it. There's a goal for San Diego. Offsides, no goal.
For the second time tonight, San Diego has scored and had it called back.
An obvious offsides. I didn't see it. Charlie Sciano saw it.
These fans didn't.
Well, they're going over to talk to the linesman now. Well, he was wide open, and I think he had to be offsides to be that wide open. And it wasn't that. The pass wasn't that far. It was just a short pass, and all of a sudden he was out there in the open. Here's the referee now. Referee walking over to the linesman.
Referee having a little heart-to-heart talk with the San Diego coach, who left his last job because of ulcers and may have to do the same here.
I think he may be complaining about the bird out there. Yep. Hubert, Lego Singer, has to go over to the mascot and
Score now tied. One for the referee and
tell
one
him
for
to
the KGB.
cool it. Cool it, bird.
That's got to be a
There's 5:34 left in the game. San Diego scored 2 goals by virtue of being offsides, had 2 goals called back, broken up by the Lancers. Nicolini. There's San Diego putting the pressure on once again. This is Joy. Joy with a long shot over center. He's got a man, and a nice save by Jim May again. Beautiful save by May. Picked it right out of the air. And a save by Mayer. Here comes that save by May.
Here's
There's a header.
Super save again from that header, and Jim May having an outstanding night.
It's 2 nice saves in a short period of time by Jim May. One on a screen and that one on a short header. That's broken away by Nicolini. There's 4:27 left in the game. And the fans are getting restless now. There's a long shot. May comes up with the save. May is looking very sharp tonight. Jim May with a chance to start in goal after doing a lot of sitting on the bench and watching the games from the sidelines over the past several years for the Lancers. And he had a very nice spring, and he deserved the shot. And he's doing an outstanding job. Here's Horvath. Horvath with a nice lead pass. Here's Draghi. And it'll be a corner kick. Lancers haven't had too many corner kicks, but it's a good time to get it with 3:36 left in the game. Left in regulation, I should say. It'll be a corner kick. The Lancers will set up. It'll probably be Silva. It will be Silva who will take the kick. Lancers will set up. Right along the penalty area. It'll be on the 18-yard line. And there's a signal by Silva. And here's the kick. And no, goes back. There's a kick by Draghi. Broken up. Lancers still regain possession. Here's Silva. Silva down the right wing. Silva with a nice little chip inside. That's broken up by that big defense of San Diego. Ryan Joy. And San Diego comes back now. This is Julie V. Julie down the left side. V. Holds onto it. Long pass. Wilrich. There's a shot. It's high and way back in the stands. 2:26 left in regulation. Still no score. We'll be right back right after this.
The day is done.
Coming home. Is that you?
It's time
Yeah.
to
Are you?
You nuts.
the moment.
How you doing?
Starving.
Oh, yeah? How about this?
So just say
This.
but-
Table for 2, right away.
And for the king of beers, and settle back.
Want my
and
pickle?
please yourself.
I've got everything I need right here.
Exactly 2 minutes left in the game. Here's San Diego on the attack. Punched away nicely by Jim May. Another outstanding save.
I think that's the best save of the game. Outstanding.
It's going to be a tussle here for that MVP award between May, regardless of the outcome of this game, and Balata. Both playing an outstanding game. May coming up with several outstanding saves. It was a corner kick for San Diego. They still have possession. There's May coming out. Look out. All right, Lancers got it out.
Cleared by Jim May and number 9.
Jim May punched it out. Here's May coming up again.
Cleared again by May. Peter Anderson.
And the defense backing up May. And I think
think
May
that
might have
May
been hurt
hurt
of that.
himself,
He may have
Ron.
not got the wind knocked out of him on that one just a little bit. So there's timeout. 1:09 left in the game. He really had a collision. 2 straight collisions.
An official timeout. Scoreboard clock is now official.
1:09 left in the game.
Is tied at the end of
Remember to call for your season's ticket at 232-2420. Right now, the Lancer office is open and waiting for your call. And with the purchase of a season ticket, you'll receive your free Lancer Mania t-shirt.
Once again, the high-scoring San Jose.
I think as long as Charlie Schiano is brave enough to take his clothes off and wear that t-shirt, well, his clothes other than his pants, of course, and wear that t-shirt and during our halftime activity, we deserve to pick up a couple of those t-shirts, Jack. May seems to be okay.
Looks all right now.
Jack, we're supposed to pick the MVP of the game right about now. I think win or lose, my vote has to go to Jim May, Jack. He has played a super game.
I think I have to agree with you. A narrow victory over Bellotta, who plays an outstanding game. And I think the fans in Rochester are just going to love this guy.
But win or lose, Jimmy May has really come up with some good saves and kept the Lancers in this game. It is scoreless. There's only 55 seconds left in regulation. And here's the Lancers on the attack now. Over to Bellotta. Bellotta moving in. Still has it. Bellotta trying to set it up. Trying to look. Bellotta
is
three men at him. Here's Palmieri over to Stojanovic. He couldn't really get possession of it. Greggy keeps it in. Bellotta tried to keep it in, but it went over the touchline. So it's out of bounds. That'll be a San Diego throw-in with 21 seconds left. Here's Woolrich. Woolrich has it knocked away by Palmieri. Here's Bellotta again. Bellotta, big and strong. Bellotta keeping control of the ball. 2 men around him. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the end of regulation.
That's the end of official time.
No score, 0-0. We will now have 2 7.5-minute periods. They will change goals. So while the teams get set for that overtime period, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
The Lancers score again. And you can score yourself this year with one of these super Lancer Mania t-shirts. Ron, where can I buy one?
Well, you can't buy one, Jack, but you can get one absolutely free by picking up a season ticket or a season 10-pack.
Where do I get the ticket?
You stop by the Lancer office, or better yet, call at 232-2420. If you stop by, it's the Wilder Building. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 2.
Follow the Rochester Lancers to the North American Soccer League title. Pick up your tickets right now. And this offer ends on April 20th.
Daddy, isn't there anything fun to do today?
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, the greatest show on earth. It will thrill you and tempt you, startle you and surprise you. The most spectacular entertainment sensation you'll ever experience.
Coming to the Rochester War Memorial April 12th through April 16th for 10 spectacular performances.
We are going into sudden death overtime. Jackson. Ron DeFrance along with Jack Palvino at San Diego Stadium. Doesn't seem to be quite as cool anymore, does it?
No, it's warming up.
Yeah, there's a lot of action down on the field.
Well, I think it's about time we announced in a very close verdict.
We already did, Jack.
Valuable Lancer award. Well, there were 2 of us, and you voted for Jim May, and I voted for John Bellotta. Right. and Charlie Schiano.
Well, it was a very close decision between Francisco Palado and him. I think maybe this guy should have got it.
Should get some kind of an award.
Referee was after him for a while. Went over to talk to the coach, and
that's the San Diego chicken.
Referee's taking a little well-deserved break. Now the referee, I should say, and his two linesmen. Referee for the game, Henry Landauer. He must be doing a pretty good job. I haven't heard too many complaints from Charlie Schiano about him.
I think he's under sedation tonight. We haven't heard too much from Charlie.
And Bird sure does have a great time down there. Okay, we're in sudden death overtime now. There'll be 2 7.5-minute periods. The teams will change goals, and if it's still scoreless after that overtime period, or the 2 overtime periods, we will then have our shootout. Jim May playing an outstanding game in goal.
There's some of the far from shirt sleeve crowd that's joined us here in San Diego tonight at the home of the San Diego Chargers and the San Diego Padres. With a temperature of about 55 degrees here in Southern California.
Jack, let me just mention that we are having some audio problems. It is not your sets back at home. We are having some audio problems, so bear with us, and we'll try to have them rectified. It is coming from our location here, so there's a piece of equipment loose somewhere along the line, and we'll try to get it rectified. So bear with us, and we're ready to go now. What a way to start off the season. Lancers playing an outstanding game. Lancers have not had a real test yet this year. Dragan Popovich very confident about his team this year, but they have not yet been tested. So I think he's going to be very happy with the results. Jim May keeping the Lancers in there. The Sockers did score 2, but they were offsides on both occasions. So here we go again. 2 7.5-minute periods. Lancers will be moving from your right to your left this time.
No question the Lancer defense seems to be as strong as ever, but the offense has, at least so far tonight, fallen a little bit short of expectations, due in part, I'm sure, to a fine San Diego and a very tall San Diego defense. We have an average of 6 to 6'1" on our defensive line, and they are a bit taller than we are.
That's right, Jack. We have a very tall team, but this is probably one of the tallest teams, the team we're up against tonight, San Diego. Of course, you know, 6'3" Hashiani and 6'5" Nova. Again, we are having some audio problems, so you may get just a little bit of static every once in a while, but we ask you to bear with us. We're in the overtime period, 6:59 left to go. We will play 2 7.5-minute periods if it is still scoreless. There's a nice lead pass. Broken up by Mijatovic.
Cleared by number 5, Nick Mijatovic for Rochester. Corner kick.
It'll be a corner kick again for San Diego. They have had their share of corner kicks in this game. Here's the kick. Knocked outside. San Diego still has it and broke it up by Mijatovic.
7 for San Diego is Jan Vanderveen.
And there's Mayer back and shovels it out. And San Diego coming back now. Leckerman over on the left side. Inside to Wilrich. Wilrich fighting with Foslich. Foslich has it. Foslich gets it over to Draghi. Draghi gets it out. on the right wing. Here's over to Horvath. Horvath bringing it down. He has Bellotta on the left. Horvath with a nice move, gets inside. A nice lead pass over to Silva. Silva coming in.
Silva.
And a nice save by Mayer. Stojanovic right there. He had two players right there. He had Horvath and Stojanovic.
Beautiful bit.
A nice save by Mayer. So a nice attack there by the Lancers. A nice move by Horvath. Offsides. Offsides.
Offside called once again on San Diego, Jerry Ingram.
5:01 left in the first overtime period. Lancers have it now. Lancers taking their time. This is Foslich. 4:40 left in the first overtime period. That's Horvath. Gets it back to Stojanovic. Stojanovic over to Silva. Stojanovic still has it. Stojanovic moving in. Stojanovic pulls his way through. Still has it. Stojanovic going in. Here's his shot. Outside.
Side of the net.
Good opportunity for the Lancers. Stojanovic worked hard for that. Got through. Two defenders. Got the shot away, but just to the right. All right. San Diego coming back. There's his whistle.
Referee calls obstruction on
That'll
Rochester.
be an obstruction foul against the Lancers. And a whistle. We have a substitution.
We have a substitution for Rochester.
It's like Frank Adoy, Ron. Replacing Harry Palmieri.
Okay,
And
Frank Adoy in for Palmieri. There's 3:58 left in this overtime period. We'll be right back.
Coming into the lineup for Rochester.
When do you say Budweiser whenever the moment is right for a great beer?
Hey, Chicago, the Windy City, birthplace of one of Budweiser's best customers, and you better believe that's me. It's also the home of lots of other folks who really like a great beer.
When do you say Budweiser?
28 minutes and 4 stops from now.
As soon as this goes down and I get across.
On the weekend when we go camping.
When do you say Budweiser?
That's 4:30 quitting time.
When I get thirsty.
Hey, when the Cubs win.
And when they don't.
And the Sox.
When do you say Budweiser?
After barking about 90 degrees all day.
Or when you say Budweiser?
Let me hear you say it, people.
Budweiser.
You have said it all.
3:22 left. 3:22 left in the first overtime period. Here's Stojanovic getting a running start. He has two defenders behind him. Stojanovic going over to the right wing. He has Silva. Silva's on sides. Here he comes, and it's Mayer coming in to make the save.
Number 18, Igor Bachner.
We had a few substitutions in the game. We'll try to get caught up as we go along. Frank Adoy is in for Harry Palmieri. And they also made a few substitutions.
And for those who didn't hear our earlier announcement, Jim May has been named the most valuable Lancer for tonight's game and will receive a $40 gift certificate from All Tiers Shoes. An outstanding game and goal for Jim.
Win or lose, a fine game.
Dover clearing up the field.
Okay, here's Bellotta, who has also played an outstanding game. Bellotta keeping control. Bellotta.
Bellotta and Leckerman. And Leckerman is called for holding.
And finally, Leckerman is called for holding.
He is a bull.
Oh, he certainly is. He's a big man.
Free kick taken by Josef Korman.
And an agile man for his size. This is going to take a lot of pressure off Stojanovic this year. There's a kick inside, and Mayer makes a save. San Diego coming back. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes left in the first 7.5 overtime period. We'll play one more, 7.5, if no one scores. And then we'll have our shootout.
Ingram.
There's Ingram passing inside. Knocked away by Draghi. Here's Nicolini. Nicolini dribbling around. Nicolini getting it outside to Palahan. Palahan over to Balata. Balata way over to the right. There's San Diego coming back now. Pass inside. Balata breaks it up. San Diego regains possession. Here's Ingram. There's a shot. Boslich breaks it up. Comes right back. To V. Shot inside. Broken up again. And knocked away. Here comes Balata. And there's a foul.
Dangerous play called against number 11.
Dangerous play called against Silva. Here's Palahan with a nice tackle. There's 31 seconds now left in the first overtime period. Pass inside.
Over. Frank O'Doy.
Here's Balata. Balata with a pass down to Stojanovic. Here's Stojanovic. Stojanovic moving in. One man in front of him. Pass inside to Silva. Silva moves in. Silva over to Stojanovic. Stojanovic can't get the shot away.
Broken up by Armalez.
It's broken up by the San Diego defense. Here's San Diego coming back now. 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the end of the first overtime period. We'll go into another 7.5.
And that's the end of the first overtime period. They'll switch ends.
We'll switch sides.
7.5 minutes of sudden death overtime.
Okay, while the players are switching sides, we're going to take a little switch back to our studios and pause for these announcements.
Here they come again.
When do you say Budweiser? Whenever the moment is right for a great beer. When do you say Budweiser? Whenever the good times are moving to right here. After the work is done, while you're still having fun, anytime's the right time to say it. When do you say Budweiser? Bud's the beer for any time at all.
And now the champion Budweiser Clydesdales head for home. Proud of another day's work and the many friends they've made. It's a time for feeling good about a job well done. And just like it's been for almost half a century, with the men who manage these mighty horses, it's time for the smooth taste of the king of beers.
When you say Budweiser,
Budweiser!
you said it all.
Craig Reynolds is in for us.
Back at San Diego Stadium, we have no score at the end of the first overtime period. And a few substitutions as both coaches attempt to get some fresher legs in the game.
Well, for us, we have Craig Reynolds in. Who did Craig come in for? Nicolini. Okay, he's in for Nicolini. Nicolini now out. Craig Reynolds in there. So we have Frank O'Doy in for Harry Palmieri. And Craig Reynolds is in for Nicolini.
If, of course, at the end of this period there still is no score, we will go into one of the most exciting plays in soccer, the shootout, where each team is given 5 shots at the goal from short range.
There's O'Doy. O'Doy over to Silva. Silva over on the left wing. To Balata. Back to Silva. Nice give and go. Here's Silva over in the corner. He's covered closely, and it's back over the touchline. I think there's a lot of players out there pretty worn out.
Well, it's a very cold night, so there'll be
which helps them.
Stiff muscles.
Headed out by number 10, Peter Dover. Roundhouse.
There's San Diego coming back now. There's 5:44. Broken up by Reynolds. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds, one of the fresh players in there, just came in for Nicolini. Here's O'Doy. He's the other substitution. Gets it over to Horvath. Horvath has it knocked away. Here's Reynolds. Here's Reynolds. He has Horvath. Reynolds in the corner. Centers. Headed away. Horvath with a nice play. Horvath keeps it in play. Gets it back to O'Doy. O'Doy with a shot. And it goes wide left.
Number 17.
Nice play by Horvath. Don't forget, our offices will stay open as long as this game goes on. You can still order your season tickets for the Lancers home games for the 10-pack. You'll also pick up a nice T-shirt, your Lancer Mania T-shirt.
With the 3 of the highest scorers.
And that number to call
is 232-2420, Roddy.
You notice Jack always gives the number.
You forget. I'm the numbers man.
Yeah. I have enough numbers staring at me in their jerseys out there. We are in our second overtime period. That's O'Doy. O'Doy ahead to Horvath. Horvath coming down, and it's broken up. There's Nova. Nova moves in. He's got a man over here in the left wing. There's Reynolds. Got it away. Look out. Trying to get it out. Here's a shot. Inside. Broken up by Callahan. San Diego keeps it in there. Here's San Diego still on attack over in the right wing. There's a shot inside. And it's wide left. A couple of opportunities there by San Diego. A couple of close calls for the Lancers. But they got it out of trouble. A couple of nice plays by the defense. There's 3:38, 3:37 and counting left in regulation. At the end of that time, we will have our shootout if it is still scoreless. And Mianovich kicks it out. It'll be a throw-in for San Diego. Broken up by Mianovich. Lancers keep possession. Pushed off the play. Bellotta. No foul call. Here's San Diego. That's Draghi heading it away.
Headed out by Don Draghi for Rochester. Arbalez.
San
That's
Diego.
the first time I can recall them taking the ball away from Bellotta tonight.
That's right.
Anderson.
Okay, May has it well under control. Headed back. But May had it in his sights all the way. No problem. Here's Foslich breaking down the right side. Foslich kicks it down. Here's Stanovich breaking. But it's broken up by San Diego. San Diego now in the attack. Van der Veen, team captain for San Diego. San Diego scored 4 goals in their game against Vancouver, yet to score against the Lancers. 2:05 left in regulation. I should say in overtime. 2:05 left before we go to our shootout. This is sudden death overtime. We're in our 7.5 minute period. And if it's still tied, we will have that exciting shootout. 5 players will be shooting until one team has the advantage. Rochester would shoot first. 5 different players will shoot. And San Diego will always have their last shot. There's a play inside. Here's San Diego on the attack now. There's a lob over center. Knocked away by Mianovich. Mianovich comes back. Nice play by Mianovich. He still has it. Nice play. He still has possession. Here's Mianovich racing down the left side. Passes it over on the left side. Here's Silva. And a little bit too far. But here's Bellotta coming over, but he can't get to it before it goes out. Boy, Mijanovic with a lot of energy there. After playing this whole game on defense, still has all that energy to break up the play twice and then race down the left side and try to set it up for the Lancers. There's 48 seconds left. 48 seconds. And counting down.
Still no score. We will have an NASL shootout.
So, looks like we may end up with our shootout. Here's Horvath. Horvath gets it down to Stojanovic. Stojanovic pushed away, but no call. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds to Horvath. Here's Horvath moving in. Horvath knocked away. And we have some kind of a... Just play on. Okay.
Brian Joy, number 2. Peter Nover.
Here's Nover. 11 seconds. Long pass. Here's Mijanovic going down to break it up. Mijanovic breaks it up. Look at Mijanovic go. Mijanovic has played a strong game, as has the whole Lancer defense. And that's
it's
the
shootout time.
That's right. Sudden death overtime.
Enter into a North American Soccer League shootout.
Oh, goose eggs. All right, well, we get set for our shootout. We will take a short break and be right back here at San Diego Stadium.
The day is done. It's time to let it go. It's the moment to unwind.
Welcome home.
So just say bud.
Say bud.
And pour the king of beers and settle back and please yourself. No matter what you do, no matter when or where, you know a glass of bud is like an easy chair. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all. Welcome home.
Okay, back at San Diego Stadium, Rod DeFrance along with Jack Palvino. Our game between the Lancers and the San Diego Sockers, the opening game of the 1978 soccer season for the Lancers. They have played San Diego even through regulation, through 2 7.5 overtime periods, and now we are in our NASL shootout. And Jack, you want to explain it, or you want me to explain it?
Each team gets, I'll try, 5 shots, Ron, in alternating order at the same goal. And the team with the highest number of goals from the 5 wins in the shootout.
All right, now what happens is that they start from the 35-yard line. Referee will blow his whistle. They have 5 seconds to get the shot off. And it's strictly a one-on-one.
Similar to a penalty shot in hockey in many respects.
Except he has to get it off within 5 seconds.
But he has a time problem here.
Right, right. So they'll start from the 35-yard line. Ball will be laid down there. Now Coach Dragan Popovich will have to decide in what order. I'm sure he has it all figured out already. But a little bit of strategy going on. Jim May over there.
One of the reasons you put Craig Reynolds in is Craig is a hard shooter.
Charlie Shannon just mentioned that one reason why Craig Reynolds was put in as a late substitute is because he will undoubtedly be one of the shooters. He is a hard shooter, and he is very effective in the shootouts. Silva? All right, it'll be Silva shooting first for the Lancers. Each team will have 5 shots on goal. The Lancers will start. And we'll just keep going until we get a winner. So Ibrahim Silva will start it off for the Lancers. Bayer goes back in goal. Silva will have 5 seconds to get the shot off. How effective has Silva been in the shootouts, Charlie?
He's been medium, I'd say. He hasn't been really effective.
Silva may start from anywhere along
Okay.
the 35-yard line and has 5 seconds in which to complete his attack one-on-one.
bench. This is Silva with our first shot in the shootout. Now, regardless of what happens here, the score will be a 1-0 score. No matter how many shots are put in goal, whoever has the edge, the final score will be 1-0.
As we get ready for this first shot at our shootout, you can call our Night Owl operators at 232-2420 for your Lancer Seasons ticket and pick up your Lancer Mania t-shirt. Remember, there are 5,000 reserve seats this year.
Okay, Jack, here we go.
So we're about ready here.
Okay, here's Silva with our first shot. Silva goes in. Here's the shot. And a save by Mayer. Okay. Mayer came out and met him straight on. So Mayer did his job on the first shot. Now Jimmy Mayo going goal. Silva tried to lift the shot, according to Charlie Channel, but didn't quite get it up enough. All right. This is Krauthausen. Jimmy May all set to go. Here's Krauthausen. Moves in. Here's May. And he scores. Krauthausen makes the first penalty shot. And the cannons go off here. I'm glad they didn't score too many goals tonight.
Magic cannon.
So Krauthausen puts it in. Here it is on instant replay. Here's May coming out. And just to the right of May. Into the right-hand corner of the net.
Second kicker for Rochester will be number 12, Jim Callahan.
Okay, it'll be Jim Callahan now. Here's Jim. There's the whistle. Here's Callahan. He moves in. He shoots. And he puts it in. All right.
All tied up.
All tied up, but they still have the advantage.
I think
Just got that off at 5 seconds, too. Exactly at 5 seconds.
that Alan Mayer may have pulled something in his hip. He's holding it as he walks away, Ron.
All right. So now it'll be Ingram. Ingram shooting for San Diego. It's 1-1. Lancers have had 2 shots in the shootout. San Diego 1. Here's San Diego's second shot. We need a save here, and a good save by Jimmy May. All right, now we're even. All even.
Charlie, you couldn't have scripted this one much better.
He shot that at 3 seconds. He shot that at 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Shot it too soon. Okay, it's all even now. So Popovich saves his hard shooters for last. This will be Balata.
Kicker for Rochester.
Third kicker for Rochester.
Francisco Balota.
It is 1-1. Balata waiting for the whistle. Okay. Here it is. Here's Balata. He moves in. And he shoots. Oh, wide left. Wide left. So once again, San Diego with the advantage. This is the third kicker for San Diego. It is 1-1 in the shootout. 1-1. Here's Buckner. He moves in. And he's wide with his shot. So we're all even again. He got it off in 4 seconds. Okay. It's 1-1. Fourth shooter for Rochester will be Mike Stoyanovich.
Fourth kicker for Rochester Number 7, Mike Stoyanovich.
One thing's for sure, Mike will be kicking from the right side.
Uh-huh.
All right, Charlie Shiano mentioned he has it off center. He's a little more over to the left. Here's the whistle. Here's Stoyanovich. He moves in. And he shoots. He scores!
In the left
Stoyanovich. Mike Stoyanovich. Lancers with a 2-1 ledge.
4.5 seconds.
Mike Stoyanovich puts the Lancers up.
Fourth kicker for San Diego.
2-1.
Peter Anderson.
You notice those that have scored have waited for the goalie to commit.
Yeah.
And
That's
have
right.
gone low. 4.5 seconds.
Okay. Lancers with the edge. This is San Diego's fourth kicker. Anderson goes in. Yeah, he's got it. Okay.
Oh, for Anderson.
That's 2-2 now. Here's Popovich coming out. He's upset about something. He's talking about time. He's discussing it with the referee. I think it has to be about time, doesn't it, Charlie?
Yeah, it's about time. He's talking about time. But the whistle was funny on that one. I have 4.5 seconds, but they're supposed to have an air gun there. They don't have it. They don't have the held in there.
Final attempt of the
All
first
right.
5.
I don't know whether you picked up Charlie Shiano. They're supposed to have an air gun that goes off at the end of the 5-second time period. Okay, Miriam Fosnich. Here's Fosnich moving in. Fosnich shoots.
And
he scores! Fosnich puts the Amerks up once again. So the Lancers once again, speaking of Amerks, congratulations to them for clinching first place, as long as I mentioned them. In the heat of excitement. Okay. Lancers do have the edge in the shootout. There it is, right on the scoreboard, 3-2. Okay, here we go. May comes out, and again, he committed himself, and it's tied once again in the shootout. 3-3. There's Oshani. Oshani put it in.
At the end of 5 attempts, the score is still tied.
So it's 3-3 after 5 attempts.
Alternate kicks, alternate attempts, until one team has scored more than the other.
Okay, and we're back into a sudden death situation now.
Remind you that neither coach may substitute in this contest. He may use only the players that are in the game at the end of the game, and no player may take a kick twice until each player has kicked once.
Charlie Shiano, is there a statute of limitations on these?
John Draghi. They better call the Lancer office right away.
All right. Draghi, Don Draghi. Will take the next shot. If he should make it, that means that San Diego would have to make theirs, or the Lancers win it. If he misses it and they score, it'll be the Lancers' victory. Here's Draghi going in. He shoots. Too high. All right. Now, Jim May returns to the net. He must stop this shot, or San Diego will win it. Victor Arbalez. Victor Arbalez. Victor Arbalez getting set. Here's Arbalez. He moves out. May comes in to meet him. Here's May. He makes a save. May knocks it away. Got that away in 3 seconds. All right,
Super
we're still
save. He was
deadlocked.
coming to his left, and he had to fall back to his right to
May
stop
has
it.
played an outstanding game. Outstanding game.
Craig is a very hard shooter. Good shooter.
This is Craig Reynolds. He'll be taking the next shot.
Kicker for Rochester.
And He goes for that same angle that that Stoyanovich went for. Okay, here's Craig Reynolds now. 3-3, sudden death shootout. Okay, here's Reynolds. He moves in. Reynolds gets set, shoots, and it's deflected away. By Mayer. Mayer deflects it away. This has to be brutal on those goalies. Once again, we're in the situation, all the pressure's on Jim May, and you wonder how many saves can he make. All right, here's the team captain now, Jan Vanderveen, the Sockers captain. There's Jim May. He'll come out to meet him. Vanderveen goes in, May comes out, here's the shot, they score! And the game is over. San Diego wins it in the shootout.
San Diego Sockers win in a shootout, and a dejected Jim May, with nothing to be ashamed of, walks off the field. The final score is San Diego Sockers 1, Rochester Lancers nothing. And we'll be back in just a minute.
When do you say Budweiser?
After we find one more mile an hour.
When do you say Budweiser?
Right now, or any time that's right for a cold beer is perfect for the smooth taste of the king of beers, Budweiser.
When you say Budweiser,
Here's to you, gentlemen.
you said it all.
Okay, Jack Palvino, the game is over. San Diego wins it by a score of 1-0. And in a shootout, sudden death shootout, 4 shootouts to 3. Here's the deciding goal. Here's May coming out, and there's the shot going in. That was the one that decided it. And the San Diego Sockers win their second game of the season. The Rochester Lancers dropped their first game of the season. But what a game they played tonight, Jack.
Outstanding. Certainly Jim May played an outstanding game in goal, but it looks as though the same nemesis is back this year regarding the Lancers offense. This is something which I'm sure that Coach Popovich will be working on in the weeks and months to come. The defense looks as strong as ever. Jim May looks super, as did his opponent in the other goal tonight, Alan Mayer, who played an outstanding game and is one of the keys for what is going to be one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league, the San Diego Sockers.
Okay, Jack, my thanks to you, and we thank you for joining in. Our next telecast will be the New England game on Sunday, April the 30th. Next game for the Lancers will be Sunday against Vancouver. That'll be a 3 o'clock game, and the home game will be in Houston. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
This has been Rochester Lancer Soccer live via satellite from San Diego, California. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Budweiser.
The King of Sports was presented by the King of Beers. Stock
My plans.
No. Well, you're not going to understand this either, Richard, but my parents are hardcore Baptists. I can't just call them up and...
French's mustard, the kind that outsells. Without the fancy price. Be sure to join us on April 30th for a game between the Rochester Lancers and New England beginning at 2 p.m. on Channel 13. This has been a WOKR Channel 13 Sports Exclusive.
Have you ever touched a leaf and thought you know the tree? Can a single drop of water make you dream about the sea?
This hungry pest wants to make a meal of your trees this spring. And he's just one of 140 insects listed by Cornell University as being active in our area. Damage like this can be prevented, but action must be taken after the last thaw and before leaves appear. Ted Collins can apply safe, non-chemical dormant oil. Call Collins now because
We've got a big green world to share.
call 381-9000. In Victor or Canandaigua, call 924-7105.
From ABC Sports, New York, Frank Gifford.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome aboard for a big weekend of sports. And our Saturday begins in just a moment with a special. The NASL, soccer is more than a kick in the grass. This will mark the beginning of our season-long coverage of the North American Soccer League. Next, the Professional Bowlers Tour comes to you live from Windsor Locks, Connecticut. And for the second consecutive week, the leader entering Saturday's finals is Earl Anthony. Finally, it's ABC's Wide World of Sports at 5 o'clock Eastern and Pacific, 4 o'clock Central Time, and gather the whole family for Wide World today, because the Harlem Globetrotters are entertainment for all ages. The Globetrotters are in Nashville, the home of country music. So in addition to their basketball antics, you'll see them visit some of the top stars in the recording industry. People like Loretta Lynn, Conway Twitty, and Ronnie Millsap. Also on Wide World, we'll have satellite coverage of one of today's major sports stories. Steve